Hello? Hello? Yes, it's on. Is it on? Can you hear me? Yeah. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Q&A for this wonderful, strong film that we saw. And please extend a warm welcome to the team of the film. And congratulations to the director, Mar Coll, to Valentina Viso, the scriptwriter, and to the actors, Laura Weismar and Oriol Plach. So I'm going to ask a few questions first, but please ask any questions you have. You can't hear me. Shall I shout? Or I don't know what I could do. Maybe can you raise the volume a bit? Shall I take yours? Is it working? Yeah, this one. So we'll share. I'll ask a first question to Mar. So Mar, it's your third feature. How important was it for you to tell about the story of acceptance, or rather non-acceptance of motherhood at this particular moment in your life as a woman and as a director?
I have this one. I can.
Okay, so you share with Valentina.
Now I have my own microphone. After watching the film today, I felt it was really very important for me to exorcise maybe all these feelings that are involved in motherhood, and that I felt it was painful even for me that I've been working on it. Today I found it even more related to me, and it was very important. When we started to think about making, about writing this third film, I was with a baby, 15 months old, and Valentina had already 2 girls, and we had been talking a lot about being a mother and having long conversations and sharing our frustrations or our happiness also. It's not only about, because she says it because her daughters are here.
I love you.
I left mine in Barcelona. And so we knew that the motherhood experience was so important and so transcendental for our lives, and that it had this power of cinema. We found it was cinematographic, and so at the same time arrived this book to my hands, Mothers Don't, and it was like everything suddenly was fitting, and so we decided to talk about this subject in this way, in this gender way, because I feel that motherhood also it's a very visceral and irrational experience, and we thought that it might be a good approach to do it with them. I don't know if you want to add something. Excellent.
Maybe Valentina, you want to elaborate a bit how you work. So you said it comes from a book, right? Las Madres No. And how did you work from a book to the script? Did you take some liberties? I mean, did you kind of decide to cut some parts, add some more, some parts as well? How did you work from the book?
Okay, well, first of all, my English is not so good. And, at the beginning, we tried to make an adaptation more, I don't know how to say in English, español dice, faithful to the book. And for 2 years and a half, we were faithful to the book. And then we thought that we were putting in the front line a reflection about writing, and on the second line was this mother depressed with this baby and the infanticide, and we were like, who is interested in thinking about creation and writing when you have a depressed mother, an infanticide, and a baby. So we change a little bit this hierarchy, I don't know what to say, this order of things.
The importance.
Yes, the and from that point, we took a big liberty, no? In the adaptation, and we feel free to go very far away from the book, even if I think that there is something, I don't know, the spirit of the book is there. But yes, and writer agrees with us. Yeah. Okay, yes.
It was a really long process because it was the first time we adapted.
Yes.
And it was very long to find the film in the book, that it was also a difficult book because it was a mix of essay,
novel.
Novel, chronic, journalist. So it took us a bit, and also because there was a baby, there was more things, there was a pandemic.
No money.
No money. It was super difficult.
So the book itself was different genre.
Yes.
Different styles, different writing styles. There were some questions in the audience. Maybe we can ask to you, Laura, what convinced you in this character to accept the part?
Well, there wasn't much convincing to do. I think I did more of the convincing. Yes, so this is my first main character in a film, so I feel incredibly blessed that it was this part. That's all I can say, really. I don't know. There was honestly no convincing. But I was there for her.
So you did prepare a lot for the part because you have so many scenes with tiny babies and.
So I am not a mother, so I was very worried about that at first because I didn't know whether I could portray. I didn't even know how to really hold a baby. Like, it's not your baby; it's a stranger's baby. So there's this extra level of stress. And we rehearsed every scene thoroughly. So. That was very important, I think, because I felt like when we started shooting, we already knew exactly the arc of the character, where it was going to be, and we found all the nuances beforehand. So on the day of the shooting, all that extra stuff was already sorted, and we could just focus more on the technical, I guess, because we had already processed everything emotionally. And yes, I don't know, I think... there was this worry that I had of actually not being a mother, and it turned out to kind of work for me, at least. I'm not saying that playing this part is anything like being a fresh mother, but I think I kind of was experiencing things on the go that so they were new to me, so they were surprising me in the moment. So it was very much about what was happening in the moment. So I was getting surprised. So that was something that was very interesting for me. So things came that I didn't even expect.
Yeah. For instance, she was, for example, overwhelmed when the baby was crying. Maybe if she had like 2 kids, she would have been more calm. I mean, she was really. I wasn't worried.
That heard it. I was like, that was my biggest fear at the beginning, was it's gonna fall and I'm gonna kill it. So I was kind of.
It was perfect for the character. So
that's some acting.
Method acting.
And Oriol, so your character Nico is really interesting. I was watching the film again today and thinking, how hard it is for him to accept this reality. Of this, he's a bit, he's trying to do everything he can to do it well, and he can't accept what is happening to him. Even in the hospital, he's like, it's okay, we're gonna find a solution. I found someone to help us. He's like, he doesn't want to see things the way they are.
Yeah, sure. It's this kind of person that only sees solutions. There's no problems, only solutions. But if you don't go through the problem, then you're like avoiding part of the issue, right? And yeah, he has no more to say. Just we're gonna go forward. We're gonna don't talk about this. We're just gonna solve this problem, no? And in a way, could be like a good thing, like a pragmatic thing, but it is not emotionally is hollow, is empty, you know? He's not capable to be in contact with his unpleasant feelings and talking about unpleasant the thoughts and emotions, which I was in the film, no, the second half of the film, when her character goes to the village, no, and her shadow is very long, and you know goes to this mountain and these creatures, no, it goes to the lower levels of humanity or animal kind of feelings, no, and he cannot go there. He's not capable to go to the dark side, and he does everything he can do, and it's that, yeah.
Yeah, he wants to click on to his dreams in a way also. Like he had dreamt this family, and he wants.
He's fighting for his dream, and I mean, it's gonna work out. It's gonna work. No, it's not. Yes, it's gonna work out, and in the end, yeah, he's not flexible, and he doesn't see her.
Yeah. Are there maybe some questions? Shall we yeah, one question here.
Hi there. I was curious how tempted you were to go maybe even darker on the ending, and how you decided to kind of strike a balance here.
Yeah, because of the epilogue, you say. I didn't want to go darker, really. I wanted some light at the end, because I feel that the character does a journey, and it's very important for her to be able to talk, to say this thing that is horrible, but she has to say it, to admit it, and to overcome it. It must be said. That's the truth. That's what's happening. Even though she feels in this moment she's a monster and she's not, she doesn't deserve anything. The fact that she does say it allows her to move forward in a process of recovering and a more some kind of. I think the ending has something. I don't think it's still painful. It's not a happy ending. I think it's agridulce. How do you say?
It's bittersweet.
Bittersweet ending, and I think. But you can see it might get better, I think, and I think it's fair to the character, and that's.
But it's realistic, no? It's not. No. It's realistic. It's not.
It's realistic, exactly. She's doing an exercise of reality. I would have liked it different, it's obvious, but that's where I am. So that's we cannot I don't know, pretend anymore.
Yeah, some more questions? Yeah, there's one question here.
So thank you very much. It was an absolutely great movie. And I wanted to know, like for us who have watched the movie now for the first time, it was like an experience of, I don't know, 2 hours or something, and you have been with it for months or perhaps years. Like, how did you cope with that? Like, because it's a very serious and sad topic, and or what did it do to you and your life, or your thoughts on that?
Working on this thing. I was pushed. We were pushed by the desire to tell the story and to share this point of view, and and it was also about. I think it's painful, but it's also sensitive movie, and I think it's we wanted to to move people, you know, not just to scare them or to, but I don't know. I think we try to be very close to these characters and to be to have empathy for them, and to make the audience have empathy for them also. So it was not just, it was. We found it that it could be, even if it's sad, it's beautiful.
And we laughed a lot while writing. I mean, for us, it was not so painful or sad to write this script, no?
No.
I mean,
it's also technical. But
yes, there were humor at the beginning. Then the film at the end is a painful film and bittersweet and everything. But at the beginning, we wanted to put some humor also, because we thought that the motherhood is also a very, an experience that has a lot of pain, but also, no?
It's not, I mean, this motherhood has, above all, at the beginning,
but I
a lot
mean,
of pain.
For 3 years, we had a lot of conversations, and not only painful conversations.
No,
I mean.
no.
No?
Also, we enjoyed. I mean, we knew we wanted to tell the story, and we have the pleasure and the desire of doing that, and la manera, how do you say
The way.
The journey?
No, las herramientas, the skills.
The skills, the tools.
The tools. And we wanted to try and communicate, and that's a pleasure for us because we are creators. So we just we found pleasure in sharing with others thoughts and feelings. So that's something we like to do.
Can I add that? As in its formal aspect, the movie is very exciting to make because it's filmed on 35mm. The sound, it's such an immersive experience. So I think that on a creative level, if you think about the form, thinking of how you can add make these elements so you actually, as a spectator, immerse yourself in the experience of the main character. I think that's the very exciting part on the making side. Then the experience of watching it is painful, but.
And also, there's apart from the script, there's also the sound and all the music that adds up to the kind of tension and pressure that you could feel. It really builds on the genre.
It was also a challenge for us to try and make this genre movie, and to. I always told everybody in the crew that I wanted to be playful, and to try and get the best of the language and try things, because we enjoy so it was not so bad.
There's a question here.
Congratulations. It's really wonderful. Wonderful, no, it's not the world. It's an excellent movie, especially because you talk about some experiences and feelings which are not easy to accept, and it exists, because to be a mother, it seems that it's always a great and lovely thing and everybody's happy. And I found it a little bit like you find in Dostoevsky, you know, the people are not good or bad, but we have a dark side and we have a bright side, but the circumstances and everything is important in one situation. You told that you are a mother. How it was to separate the reality, even with your family, from the fiction, artistic fiction. And I also wanted to ask why this title, Salve Maria, and especially congratulations to the actors, which are really, you really, because this psychological dimension, and also we are living in Barcelona, and then I find that this also something local in different details, even in characters, family, maybe also the relation between a young couple and so on. Then congratulations, but my question was also about the title.
The title.
Salve Maria, yes. Why this?
The film was named all the time and Mothers Don't, like the novel. And but we thought that it was better to have one international title that couldn't be translated for some strategic reasons. As you know, in Spain, if we had Mothers Don't, it was in Catalan one title, in Spanish one title, and it creates it's not good for communication, I think. So it was a strategic change, and so we decided that Salve Maria, because the film is also about guilt, and this title referred to motherhood because of Maria, which is the mother, and Salve Maria, it's about the Virgen Maria, the Virgin. I don't know it.
The Virgin
Maria. It's like, and it's also about. It talks about. I read it because I had this Catholic culture, but I'm not really
practicante.
Yeah, and and so we thought it talked also about guilt, and which is so related to our Catholic culture, and it talked about salvation or expiation, guilt, and also about the fruit of your womb, all of this, and it was really related to film, and it's more. We think it's more appealing for the audiences that will come to the cinemas and watch the film.
Y luego, ¿cómo diferenciaste tu vida con
and about the beginning of the question, and the most difficult part of making this film with my son, it's just the conciliation part. It's very difficult to make films and being a mother. But any film, this one or another one, it's super difficult. I had to move to my mom's house because I'm separated. So it was the only way to have my son and to be absorbed by the work of filmmaking, which is very intense, and it takes lots of hours. So that was the worst part of it. Yeah. My son and her daughters are on the film, and they're the kids that take the baby.
Yes.
There they are. A warm applause for
a warm
Yeah, there's a question here. Wait 1 second for the mic.
Thank you very much for this movie, because I think that as a mother, as a woman, we really need movies like that. Absolutely. Also this kind of point of view, so sharp. Because in the first period, the 30 days, then when we deliver the son, that's the point. Absolutely. And we need to have father close to us in a different way. Maybe not so practical, but practical as well, you know. But anyway, my son now is 20 years old, so long time. But I lived once more what happened to me, in a way. Not so dark, but sometimes had some day in which I was like, where am I? You know, when you have to work, when you have to run a family and everything. So thank you very much. But in any case, I want to ask you one thing. Was it so hard to produce a movie with this kind of subject? Because I come from Italy, and if I suggest, I'm a little producer, and I would love very much to make a movie close to this kind of subjects, but I find in Italy that it's very difficult to produce subjects like that.
Maybe it's a question for the producers that are
Maria.
Maria?
Come with us.
Well, yeah, definitely it is. It is difficult. Carmen, she's also here with me, and we had a tough time to raise the finance, but I think there's something in the film and about them, which is that they are very brave. And I think we managed to do it because everybody involved was really, really brave. and now I'm getting emotional. Sorry. So no. I think that was the point. We decided to go for it, and we did it. That's the point.
And we trust a lot on the history and on the director and on the screenwriter and on the actress and on all the team. And when you trust in a story and when you trust in the theme or in the soul of the story that you are going to film, I think it's alone, it's impossible to stop that.
There's some more questions. Can we talk also about the other mothers? Oh, there's a question? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, here.
Compliment pour le film. Et je voulais demander si vous pouviez développer un petit peu le thème symbolique du lait. De allaitement, mais aussi tout ce qui est vomissement. Disons, il y a vraiment un thème central lié au lait. Je voulais savoir si vous pouviez développer un peu ce côté.
¿Quieres contestarla tú?
Courage.
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 Obviously, breastfeeding is a central matter in motherhood at the beginning. It's about the connection you have with your baby. Is above all, it's because of your. It goes through the breastfeeding, right?
Yes, and he's eating you. No?
Yeah,
the baby's eating you. No?
Yeah. The baby is eating you, and
then he vomits you. So it's something.
And it's also all these questions. No. Also, there's a lot of the body in the story, and it's also related to the gender. All this thing, because the motherhood at the beginning, it's all about the body and the breast and the scar and the and not resting and not sleeping, and it's and obviously you come from already you had this baby inside you. It's a little bit like alien inside you. I mean, not alien, not always in a bad way, but it's so weird to have someone inside you. And it's so weird to have someone that is getting fed by your milk. So it gets a real... So there are some elements for this strange gender thing. And it's and for her, for the character, it's... she's searching for, she's so scared about not being connected to her baby. She's so scared that she needs to have something to focus on. And in her case, it's the milk. Something is going wrong with the milk. Something's wrong with her milk.
Instead of saying, it's
me, it's the milk.
She says, it's my milk. But at the end, it's
the
almost the same.
I mean, it's me that I am a failure as a mom. But she cannot say that. She's just focusing in the milk thing.
Yes, she feels that the baby rejects her, no? Because he vomits her milk.
Her milk.
No?
It's a very technical way for us to explain that she's having these other thoughts. I mean,
Some more questions? I have time for one question more. Maybe you can talk also about the other mothers. I think it's quite interesting now, because every time there's a problem with the baby, she calls Nico. But when she receives a major award, she calls her mum. She doesn't call Nico. And her mum, we don't see her, actually.
No.
Yeah, she was. The character was a little bit more written. She had one or two more scenes, but because of the editing, she was cut. And but what you said is what it seemed to us interesting is that she has a good relation with her mother. I mean, it's not because she was abandoned, or it's not because there's no. It's not because her partner is terrible. It's not because anything. Something like this can happen to anyone, and it's not because and yes, she calls her mother because mothers are the ones that support and that care for, and we think that also. We also think that's a mom also. It's not just
and it's the moment she forgets the baby when she's on the phone.
Yeah, it's the moment she wants to forget her baby all the time. Yes. she doesn't know how to leave it somewhere until she does. She finally does. And also there's this other character of Anna, which is another mother, and also like a little bit outsider of standard mother, alone maybe.
Maria, Nico doesn't want to see, and Anna's husband is blind. It's how we.
Is that what we think about the men?
Yes.
Also Alice's mother. We also hear about the murderer's mother. We hear her say, "I did everything I could," in a way, like the good enough mother of Winnicott. No, it's interesting that you gave her the opportunity to also be in.
Also, some ambiguity in some characters morally, and that's something that we liked. Not this character, because also it helps to build all this genre atmosphere, and because. There's something mysterious about this mom that is missing.
She has a black tooth.
Yeah,
and
she has
she's
a black
also on a
tooth.
talk show talking about her.
Yeah, she's in a talk show, which is like she trying to have attention, or is she saying the truth? And it's just to build some mystery around some characters. Also, Anna is very. Mysterious character, because you don't sometimes some people have said, and we thought of her like this, that she might be a ghost or someone that just Maria sees at the beginning. You can think of this because anyone sees her, just Maria, no? And she's the person. It's sometimes I liked to think of her like a muse. Someone that suggests her to write this novel about this infanticide, because she appears in places like, "Oh, you should do that," or I'll help you to do that, and a phone number and some information, but Nico doesn't remember
like,
her.
Who's Anna?
Who's Anna? And it was like also it's a little bit to make the atmosphere more tense and we had to build a character that was that you could believe that she would take this baby without questioning. So she must be weird also, because it's not like you go with the baby 3 months old and okay, let's have it until
the weekend.
Luckily, she has some children, so she can immediately hand the baby to her children also. Well, thank you so much for this really, really strong film. Thank you so much for presenting it here, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
micro.